What's going on, everybody? Rob here, aka Trav2323, TRV2323. You see, I got everything cleared out here to use the green screen again. I gotta actually get a bigger green screen so when I go like this, I don't get my arms out the picture. See what happens here? See what happens here? Alright, today we're going over, guess what? Dookie! Ha ha! Kidding. We're going over these cassette toilets. You know, I got a deck boat, but I do got my van, and I've been trying to put one of these cassette toilets in my van so when we go off-grid, so when we go off-grid living, you know, I do have stomach problems. My wife says, you are not putting a cassette toilet in the van. I'm not sitting there in the van with you with a curtain or a blanket over you with a cassette toilet. So anyways, you're out in Tennessee, I think it was, and first time I ever seen these dang pool behind. You could hook them up to your trailer hitch and it holds 21 gallons of waste. These little trailers, you hook them up, and because with the cassette toilet, you sit on it and the cassette pulls out, and then you could go ahead and fill up this trailer that's hooked up to the back of the thing, so you're at the far campsite, so you don't got to walk with your cassette toilet all the way down to open it up and pour it in the waste station. So they have these trailers that you pull behind, so you see people driving in the campground or driving somewhere pulling their little black trailers with the wheels. That's all their waste, for their human waste that's rolling down the road, and then you back up to the waste thing and you empty it out and you pour it in there. But there's all different kind of hoses and connectors, but it's the same thing for the boats. So the boats, they have the little, in one of the slides right here, it's going to be underneath the seat, because they have composting ones now that are supposed to be better. Although if you're a man with the compost toilet, you have to sit down because you cannot have the liquid and the solids to go into the same place, because the liquids are going to smell when they sit in there for a while. So you have to, if you're a man, you have to sit down to go number one. But then with the composting ones in the back, you got to mix it up and mix up the stuff in there so it could start composting, and then it's more friendlier for the environment. Now with the boats, you think it's relaxing and sexy when you're laying there in the water and a lot of the waves you hear, if you haven't emptied your toilet, is your waste underneath going. Now it's pretty disgusting and people shouldn't do it, but you know, at the marina we're at, they got a marina pass and they do pump outs. You know, they had free pump outs last year, and a pump out is where they put this suction cup into the side of your boat and they suck everything out, and it has to have a clear section on it so you can see everything to make sure it's empty. And then you have somebody's in the boat and you pour a bucket of clean water so you see the fresh water go up, and then you dump the nozzle in a bucket, and they do it for you at the marina. So tip them well, tip them well. But if you're further than, you gotta check your jurisdiction. If you're further than so much miles out on the lake, you could switch the pumps and put it into the lake. Yeah, that's pretty disgusting, isn't it? Yeah, so just use your pump outs. They give us free pump outs at our slip. I don't know if they're gonna do it this year, but I don't even got a bathroom. I just got a deck boat, so there's no bathroom. So we normally gotta hightail it in to use the bathroom. Then we head back out to the beach. Okay, but with these cassette toilets, they're convenient. Now, if you got a make in your mobile home, it does have the pump in it already. You got the toilet in there that you could flush, and it holds clear water and gray water. With the boat, you gotta push them out, but they're just coming up with the electric ones. But with the RVs, it just holds a black tank, but you do got to back it up. There's some waste areas right here that you look for, and you got to dump it, like the hose, you take it over, you open up the valves and everything goes out. You have a 5-gallon bucket of clean water, and you push in your you put that in your toilet, you flush your toilet to make sure you get all that waste out. And these pellets and packages are all that, because if you let the waste sit in your boat, if you let the waste sit in your trailer, if you just let the waste sit in your cassette too long, it just embeds the smell in there. I hate to say it and going over this, but this is, if you're looking at buying a camper, if you're looking at buying a boat, if you're looking at buying a trailer, I know people that have, instead of going to the pump outs or not taking their boats out, they use these cassette toilets, and then, you know, nighttime they take it to the waste bin and they dump the waste bin out. Or people with the trailers that don't have a bathroom, they got a cassette toilet. This is the cassette toilet. And on some of the trailers, when you open it up, this cassette comes on the outside. There's a door that closes and you pull it on the outside of the trailer. and you could take this with you. They don't all have the self container, so it's something you're gonna have to look into. I was trying to get one of these for my van. You know how they got those little the square cages that you could put onto your trailer hitch? I wanted to put one of these cassette toilets and one door on the side and make it just the height of the van. So then this way, if I gotta use the restroom, I open up the door on the side of the van, I go sit and close the door and sit on my cassette toilet right there. I could even have the air scoop, but my wife is against it. All right, either way, I wanted to go over cassette toilets with you. Talk to you later. Subscribe, like, and share.